there appears to be, I don't want to say a popular trend, but whatever. Like 2 people is enough for me before I get annoyed. So this is a common function in Steam, and it literally has been for 10 years, where you can replace artwork. Of course, with an influx of new users, people are saying it's tedious, etc. So it's a very simple process to replace all your artwork. And my video is actually 3 times longer than it should take, really. But I had to like re-download files, and I had some issues navigating, clicking on the wrong folders and stuff. So it really should take like 2 minutes. But the actual process of me doing it on this video is like 6 minutes. So the first thing is to find whatever application you're actually going to modify the artwork for. In this case, I'm doing Dolphin Emulator. So I already have artwork downloaded here. So that's your grid icon. Just right click, set custom artwork, navigate to the file, open. Now I'm doing the background. It defaults to PNG, so you have to set it to all files to show anything else. Now I'm going to get an error message because I actually saved this file incorrectly. So now I got to go back to SteamGrid DB and find it, or find another icon. Digging through the history there. Okay, so. All right, so now we're grabbing a new background. These are called heroes in the database. This is where I ran into an issue before. I deleted the file extension when I saved it. Okay, so set that. Notice how it's not changing directories in the file chooser, file explorer, which is also named Dolphin. I changed directories manually because I have my folders organized by the actual resource type. So that's why you can see it says resources. Art isn't one of them. It's just a folder that I named art. So you can see I'm having issues here with the way it sorts. Because the way it sorts is different on Linux than it is on Windows. Ascending and descending mean different things between Linux and Windows. So you can see I got another error message because I screwed up that file too when I saved it. So now I'm going to go grab it again. Let me save that again. All right. I think at this point, the headings, like the folders being displayed at the top, were confusing me for some reason. Because that's not the actual folder that we're looking at right now. It's not called Heroes. It's just the one that says New Style. So I kind of screwed with this for like a minute or two. So now I'm saving this logo into my logos folder. Gonna call it Dolphin, obviously. Right click. I clicked the wrong button. So first I'm gonna set the logo with the right image. You gotta click on that file type. Oh, okay, there we go. And then I gotta set the custom background again. All right. So there's one more relevant place to set custom icons, which is in your recently played folder, or your recently played shelf, I guess it's called. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Oh, okay. So if you go into your Steam user directory under home.steam, then Steam, then user data, then your Steam ID. I'm looking at the wrong folders right now, but the correct folder is config. You'll see here in a second. I'll open my remote cache folder. Okay, so yeah, you got to go back, and then it's going to be a config, and then grid. Grid is the folder where it stores all icons that are actually used by your Steam library. So every single custom icon that you have set here, whether it's a logo or a recently played or background or whatever, it's in that folder. So what you can do is use horizontal old school Steam images. And then go into that folder, find whatever ID Steam has assigned to your actual grid icon. Just take the name minus the P at the end and rename your horizontal icon the same thing. So now you'll see after you launch the application and look in your recently played, it'll show the right icon. I had to actually add it to my all games collection here because I couldn't find it. And also, this takes a lot longer the more games you have, obviously, because you got to do a lot more scrolling through everything, through your library, through your files, etc. So I ran it long enough for it to be running, closed it. Now I'm going to scroll back up to the top to look at my recently played shelf and see it already has the icon that I set before I ever even launched the application. So it's really not that tedious or complicated of a process. It does take a while if you don't already have artwork that you decided on using, obviously, but there's nothing tedious about it. I mean, it's the same process as if I was going to do it on PC, on Windows. I mean, you can also set a custom icon, but I feel like on deck that's totally unnecessary because I don't think a lot of people are spending their time in desktop mode clicking on icons on their desktop versus just going into gaming mode and launching the program through Steam itself. Or even if you are desktop, like I don't know why you wouldn't just launch the program through Steam. I don't use desktop icons on my computer. I have them set on my Steam Deck because Steam put them there, and I haven't deleted them. But yeah, there are technically 5 pieces of art that you can customize, but I think 4 is more than enough.